In the PropTech conference held on 18th April 2021, Mrs. Seepti Behel, the product manager of ICICI Bank, was one of the key participants. We asked her, Mrs. Behel, when it comes to money management, societies still seem to be in the 20th century. We still have problems like account reconciliation, not done payment, not credited, fines being and penalties being levied on members unnecessarily. How do we take the entire concept of society money management to the 21st century? And she said,
Yeah, sure. Thanks, Arun, for that introduction. And a very good morning to everyone. For lack of a better terminology to describe the current situation we are in, I would like to begin by saying that we are living in interesting times. These are times where the D in disruption has become synonymous with the D in digital. Irrespective of the nature of the processes that surround the ecosystem of a housing society, it is not only advised that you go online and go digital. It is a definitive way forward which the societies need to embrace sooner or later. So whenever we talk about such transformations of ecosystems which are traditionally aligned to operate in a certain way, such changes and transitions are looked on as an uphill task, an arduous task, very daunting, very challenging. But the good news is that it is not. There are societies who have already embraced digital solutions, and there are and have become the flag bearers of digitization, and others, especially the ones who have taken the time out to participate in the forum today, they should be looking forward to take the baby steps towards digitization, if not all. So such transformation initiatives can always be planned and they can be rolled out in phases. So depending on the evolution and adoption of the initiatives of the last phase, the society can then transcend further on the technology continuum. So to start with, I can say there are simple solutions like UPI payments. So UPI based payments, how it will work is that for every apartment, every flat in my residential complex, I issue a virtual UPI ID, which becomes the unique identification of that flat. Once the flat owner opens any UPI app on his mobile interface and makes a payment of his maintenance bill on that VPA, it's done and it's over. The payment is done. Now, so how does it change the life of the managing committee? So the point that you were referring to about reconciliation, every credit in the bank statement of the society can be related to each unique flat ID because we had issued the UPI ID, right? And reconciliation becomes easier, faster, and if not a cakewalk, it definitely becomes easier and faster. Secondly, there is a method that the maintenance bills will be collected in cash or in check. So when you enable online payments, you do not need to do away with these offline modes, and you do not need to deposit these instruments by visiting a branch or having the branch visiting your premises. So in a way, you are actually adhering to the pandemic protocol as well and maintaining social distancing. And third and very important point is that such UPI based solutions come free of cost. At the same time, it is a real time settlement in the society accounts. So funds are available for usage immediately, and you do not need to wait for the fund to be credited to your account. So this is just the tip of the iceberg. A simple solution. So there are various other simple solutions which leading banks who are very advanced on the technology continuum can assist the housing societies for their digitization. At this juncture, I would also like to acknowledge the fact that there are multiple housing societies who have already embraced the various fintech apps for managing their day-to-day society operations. Like, I can manage the visitors who are coming to visit me in my flat. I can manage my housekeeping staff So with the increased usage and penetration of such applications, the next logical step definitely is to have them integrated with the payment universe. So the resident has one app where he can manage who is visiting the apartment, and one app to pay all his society dues, which are generated at a frequency monthly or quarterly. So here I would like to say that ICICI Bank is already collaborating with ZipGrid for implementation and integration of such payment solutions with their app, which they have developed for the housing societies. So this evolution doesn't stop here. Since I have got this platform and there are societies who are already ahead in the technology continuum, I would also take a moment to introduce the neo-banking platforms that can be adopted by the housing societies for managing their operations. So these neo-banking platforms serve as a single UI where you can raise invoices in bulk or in few numbers. You can make payments to the housekeeping staff, to the any associated vendors of the society, and at the same time there is a separate accounting section which helps the managing committee to manage their books. So there are a fair amount of managing committees which might be already using the Tally accounting software, which is very, very famous. And the good news is that these neo-banking softwares have plugins which can be used to immediate seamless export the information from this platform into Tally, so that accounting things can also be streamlined. So neo-banking is the way forward, and moving forward towards the trends towards open APIs and API banking, and ICICI being the front runner along with other banks in not only in the launch but also the implementation of industry first exclusive digital offerings. It's really heartening to share that for statutory payments, the bank has already launched the payment of statutory dues like income tax over APIs. So once we collaborate with various housing society app providers like ZipGrid for implementing of payment solutions, the payments of statutory dues probably is the next big thing through API integration, and this will definitely take away a lot of headache from the managing committee. Coming forward to the point which is also referred, that housing societies are sitting on a lot of idle funds, idle cash, which they are not investing. So here, for giving a perspective towards the investment needs of the housing society, I would like to mention 2 points. So first is, like we all do with our funds, never put all your eggs in one basket. Whether the law is, permitting you to open account, mandates you to open an account with only a certain specific type of bank, you must always look forward to diversify your investments. Second, the point which I would like to highlight here is that whenever you are choosing a partner, a banking partner to invest your funds, a little bit of research can help you a lot. There are banks which have been accredited DSIB banks by the Reserve Bank of India. DSIB stands for Domestic Systemically Important Bank. They are banks which are, given this, accorded this status by none other than the Reserve Bank of India, that they are too big to fail. The funds which these banks are managed are fully secure. They are as good as the sovereign itself. So with these points, I would like to leave various messages in the minds of the managing committee members and other members, stakeholders of the housing societies who are a part of this forum today, to start their digital journey if they haven't yet, and start taking steps. We can, as banking partners, ZipGrid as tech partners, can come to their rescue. And it is not that for implementation of any solution you need a lot of bags of money. There are simple, free of cost solutions, and as you evolve on the technology continuum, there is a whole lot of fintech solutions like neobanking platforms which are available to you for adoption. So just begin your digital journey and find a suitable tech partner to assist you.